Yan, no? So, welcome for our today's lesson. We will be discussing integration by trigonometric substitution. Okay, so this lesson, okay, introduces the process of substituting variables in terms of another variables using trigonometric functions. No, so we are going to look at in the form or kung paano nakabuo or nakaporma yung ating integrand, no? So sabi dito, if the integrand contains first is a squared minus u squared, which a is a constant, u is a differentiable function of dx, no? So if that's the case, if we have a squared minus u squared, let u be equal to a sine theta. Okay, so from x, we will be integrating in terms of theta, no? So yun nakalagay natin dito. Then if we have a squared plus u squared, of course we have let u be equal to a tangent theta. And if we have u squared minus a squared, let u be equal to a secant theta. No, so ito lang yung tatandaan ninyo, no? Etong mga substitutions na to, ito lang yung gagamitin natin for trigonometric substitution. So let's try, no? Sa ating first example. So we are asked to find for the integral of x dx over 4 minus x squared. So if we will look at the integrand, no, which ito, ayan, yan yung integrand natin, 'di ba? So meron tayong a squared, no? Then we have u squared, a minus u squared. And if we have this, anong sabi natin, 'di ba? If we have a squared minus u squared, let u be equal to a sine theta, no? So since this satisfies this condition, no? So we have ano yung u natin dito? Diba? U squared is equal to x squared, no? So square root mo lang, no? So we have u is equal to x. So therefore, ano yung gagamitin natin na substitution, no? Ganun kunan, no? Yung kung ano yung mga gagamitin mong substitution. So we will have x be equal to, what is a in this case? So this is a squared is equal to 4. So a is equal to 2. 2 sine theta, no? So yan yung ating u, no? Yung x natin. Okay, so kukunin din natin yung dx, no? Kapag gagamit tayo ng trigonometric substitution, we need to get dx. Bakit? Kailangan din natin i-substitute yung value kasi ng dx. Okay, so what is the differential of 2 sine theta? So we have 2 cosine theta d theta. Okay, so yan yung ating ipapalit. So we will have, our new integral is 2 sine theta. This is x, no? Yan yung x natin. Times 2 cosine theta d theta. Ito naman yung ating dx over square root ng 4 minus 2 sine theta, no, squared. Yan yung x natin, okay? Then, ayan. Ayusin ko lang. Ayan. No. So, next na evaluate natin yung denominator natin dito. So, we have 2 sine theta times 2 cosine theta d theta, no, over square root ng 4 minus, what is 2 sine theta squared? So obviously that is 4. Pwede na natin alisin yung parentheses, no? 4 sine squared theta. And kung mapapansin natin, no, common factor sa kanila yung 4. So pwede natin ilabas. So our new denominator will be square root ng 4 minus 1 minus, or 4 times 1 minus sine squared theta. No? And alam natin, no, this 1 minus sine squared theta has a identity. 'Di ba? Yung 1 minus sine squared theta natin is equivalent actually to cosine squared theta, no? Pythagorean trigonometric Pythagorean identity, no? So, ito ngayon yung ipapalit natin dito sa ilalim. So, we will have the integral of 2 sine theta times 2 cosine theta d theta over square root ng 4 cosine squared theta. no? And this is already a perfect square, no? Yung ating 4 cosine squared theta. So this will become, instead of square root ng 4 cosine squared theta, 2 cosine theta na lang yung lalabas. And meron tayong 2 cosine theta dito, no? So pwede nating i-cancel, no? Ayan. So therefore, ano may iwan doon sa ating integral? So we will have the integral of 2 sine theta d theta na lang. No? Yan na lang yung may iwan. Kasi na-cancel na yung denominator natin. Okay? And this is, di ba, this is integrable. Di ba? Using our formulas, no? Trigonometric formulas natin. So we will have 2 times negative cosine theta plus c. Now, however, we are not integrating in terms of theta. I mean, yung original integral natin is not in terms of theta. So, we need to get this back from theta to x. Okay? So, ano nga yung ating formula, substitution for x kanina? X is equal to 2 sine theta. Diba? So, divide ko both sides by 2. No? Then, kunin ko yung arc sine para mahiwalay ko yung sine kay theta. So, therefore, theta is equal to arc sine ng x over 2. So, yun yung ipapalit natin ngayon dito sa theta natin. So, we have negative 2 cosine ng arc sine x over 2 plus c. Okay? So, is this already our final answer? Okay, definitely no. No, hindi yan yung ating final answer. We need to simplify this part. No, yung cosine of inverse sine or rather arc sine x over 2. Okay? So, paano natin isi-simplify? Gamit tayo ng triangle. Ayan. So, if this is our triangle, no? Let's say this is my angle, no? Yan yung theta ko kanina, no? Itong theta na to, no? So, we need to find the sides of the triangle. Paano natin gagawin yun rather. So, using this, no? Remember, sin theta is equal to x over 2. Diba? And going back to our trigonometric classes, we have, diba, yung ating infamous, ano ko nalalagay? SOHCAHTOA. Diba? So, this is sin theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And yung tangent theta natin is equal to opposite over adjacent. Diba? So, gagamitin natin to get the sides, no? Okay. So, if sin theta is equal to x over 2, using SOHCAHTOA, x will be, ano kaya siya? No? By looking at the SOHCAHTOA. Obviously, this is opposite. Diba? And yung denominator natin is yung hypotenuse. Diba? So, ilalagay natin ngayon yun dito. X yung opposite, 2 yung hypotenuse. So, we just need to find this side, no? Yung adjacent side natin. No? So, we have, paano natin isosolve yun? Of course, using Pythagorean theorem. Diba? Then, substitute lang natin 4 squared is equal to x squared plus b squared. Kayo bahala, no? Kapag adjacent or opposite, okay lang magkabaliktad si a and b. No? Kayo bahala. Basta ako, I'll use b as the adjacent side. No? So, we have, sorry, this is not 4 squared. This is 2 squared. Yeah. So, 4 is equal, 4 minus x squared is equal to b squared. Then, kunin ko yung square root ng both sides. No? So, cancel. So, b is equal to square root ng 4 minus x squared. So, ito yun. Square root ng 4 minus x squared. Okay? So, alam natin na this is theta. Oops. Teka, palitan natin. Ayan. This is theta. Diba? Itong sine, inverse sine ng x over 2, this is equivalent to theta. And using SOHCAHTOA again, cosine theta is equal to what? Diba? Using this same triangle, what is the value of cosine theta? No, ganun natin siya sinisimplify. So, from the internal function, yung inverse sine natin, yung inverse trigonometric function natin sa loob, kukunin natin ngayon yung equivalent niya dun sa labas. Okay? So, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, kukunin natin the square root of 4 minus x squared over 2. Yun ngayon yung ipapalit natin dito sa buong trigonometric function natin. So we will have negative 2 times square root ni 4 minus x squared over 2 plus c. No, yan kasi yung cosine theta natin kanina, 'di ba? So makaka-cancel yun to obviously, no? So the final answer is negative square root ni 4 minus x squared plus c. Yan, this is our final answer. Okay? Sige. Yan, so I hope you guys got it, no? So, madali lang naman to. Kailangan nyo lang talaga maalala yung mga trigonometric identities and yung basic right triangle theorems natin, no? So, yeah. Let's have the second example. Yan, dito ko na lang ilalagay. So, for our second example, I have here the integral of dx over 4x squared plus 9. Ayan, ito yung ating integral, no? So, paano natin siya isosolve? We have here a squared, no? Ito yung ating integrand, no? 1 over 4 minus 4x squared plus 9, yun yung ating integrand. This is u squared, obviously. This is a squared. So, plus, kapag plus, anong gagamitin natin? Ha? We have tangent theta, no? So, using this, no, we have what is u? From 4x squared, kunin natin yung square root, we have 2x, diba? Is equal to, what is a? Diba? 9 is equal to a squared, therefore a is equal to, obviously, 3. Tangent theta. Okay, but we are only after x, no? So, we are going to divide both sides by 2, no? Or yung numerical coefficient ni, ni tangent theta, no? So, cancel yung x. X is equal to 3 over 2 tangent theta. So, kunin natin yung differential. We have 3 over 2 secant squared theta d theta. Okay, so this is dx. So, yan ngayon yung mga isa-substitute natin. So, we will have the integral of 3 over 9 secant squared theta d theta over 4 times, ito yung 3 over 2 tangent theta natin squared, no? So that's for 4x squared, no? Ayan, plus 9. Okay, or yung iba pwede nyong gawin is, di ba, since 2x is equal to 3 tangent theta, pwede nyong ibuo na lang, no? Since 4x squared is equal to, pag kinuha natin yung square root, no, 2x yung square root, so we have buo 3 tangent theta squared, no? Pwede din ganyan. Pero kung ayaw nyo malito, sa x nyo na lang siya i-substitute, no? But this is also accepted, no? So, ayan. So, we have, no? Evaluate lang natin. So, 3 over 9 secant squared theta d theta over 9 tangent squared theta, no? Yun yung square na katumbas ng 3 tangent theta plus 9, no? And obviously 9 is what? A common factor, so pwede nating i-factor out. This will become 9 times tangent squared theta plus 1. Okay, and alam natin, no, tangent squared theta plus 1, meron siyang identity, di ba? Ano identity nito? So, obviously, secant squared theta. So, this will become 9 secant squared theta. So, ayusin ko lang, no? So, we have the integral of 3 over 9 secant squared theta, no? Ayan, secant squared theta d theta over 9 secant squared theta. No, ito yon. Ito, to. No, pinalit na lang natin. Okay? So, obviously, makaka-cancel yung secant squared theta natin, no? So, I will just rewrite this, no? Yung mga fractions natin ganito, no? Kapag may fraction ka sa numerator, i-rewrite mo lang siya as is, no? Then yung mga denominator natin, no, kung gusto mo siyang ayusin na nakahiwalay yung mga numerical coefficients doon sa mga functions natin, no? Pag denominator, kunin mo yung reciprocal. Ayan. No, tapos tsaka mo ngayon ilagay yung yung function, pero naiwan na lang naman is d theta. No? So lagay ko na lang dito d theta. No? Ayan. So pwede itong ma-cancel, no? Ayan. So this is 3. May iwan yung 3 sa baba. So therefore 9 times 3 is 1 over 27. Diba? So we have 1 over 27 theta plus c. Kasi the integral of d theta is theta. Diba? However, alam natin what's the value of theta. Diba? We have 2x is equal to 3 tangent theta. Diba? Then divide ko lang both sides by 3. No? Para ma-cancel to. Tapos kunin ko yung arc tangent. No? So therefore, theta is equal to what? Arc tangent ng 2x over 3. So yun yung ipapalit natin dito. So therefore, our final answer is 1 over 27 arc tangent ng 2x over 3 plus c. This is our final answer. Okay? So, I hope you guys got it, no? So, madali lang naman to, no? Kapag ganito, guys, arc tangent ng function na agad yung nakita niya. No need to do yung ang tawag dito, simplification natin katulad nung una using SOHCAHTOA. No need. This is already a acceptable final answer. Okay? So, last example na medyo upgrade natin yung ating example, no? Para masanay tayo sa mga medyo may hirap kaunti na problem, no? Ayan. So, we have here the integral of dx over 1 plus x squared raised to 5 over 2. Okay? So, gagamit ulit tayo ng trigonometric substitution. So, anong gagamitin natin? We have 1 plus x squared. This is, diba? This is a squared. This is u squared. So, a plus u squared. So, obviously, tangent theta yung gagamitin natin, no? So, x is equal to what? 1 yung ating a. So, tangent theta na lang ilalagay ko. Dx is equal to, what's the differential of tangent theta? That is secant squared theta d theta. Okay? So, pwede na natin to i-substitute. So, we will have excuse me. We will have secant squared theta d theta over 1 plus tangent squared theta raised to 5 over 2. And alam natin, no, na this 1 plus tangent squared theta, katulad kanina, is equivalent to secant squared theta. No? So, ipapalit natin siya dito. So, we have here the integral of secant squared theta d theta over secant squared theta raised to 5 over 2. No? So, kapag meron tayong, let's say, mayroon tayong a raised to m raised to n, di ba? Anong equivalent nito? A raised to m times n. So, we can just multiply yung ating exponent sa denominator. So, 2 times 5 over 2, makakancel lang yung 2 natin. So, raised to 5 na lang siya. So, we will have the integral of secant squared theta d theta over secant to the 5th theta. Ayan. No, secant to the 5th theta. Okay? So, pwede na natin simplify ito, no? So, a raised to m over a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So, 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So, this will become secant raised to negative 3 d theta d theta. However, diba, this is equivalent also to 1 over secant cube theta d theta. And using our trigonometric identities, no, using our trigo identities, alam natin na ang 1 over secant theta is equivalent to what? Diba? That is cosine theta. So, pwede natin ipalit ngayon yun dito. So, our new integral is the integral of cosine cube theta d theta. Okay? So, paano natin ito i-evaluate ngayon as an integral? Magbabawas tayo ng isang cosine theta dito. No? So, we have cosine squared theta cosine theta d theta. And using identities, no? Ang ating cosine squared theta is equivalent to what? 1 minus sine squared theta. So, ipapalit natin to dito ngayon. So, we have the integral of one minus sine squared theta cosine theta d theta. Okay? And using u substitution, u is equal to sine theta, du is equal to what? The differential of sine theta is cosine theta d theta. Kaya nga tayo naglabas ng isang cosine theta. Diba? So, substitute na lang natin. We have the integral of 1 minus u squared du. No? And this is equivalent to the integral of du minus u squared du. No? So, what is the integral of du? Obviously, that is u minus u cube over 3 or 1/3 u cube, di ba? Plus c. No? Then, back sub tayo, u is equal to sine theta. So, we will have sine theta minus sine cube theta over 3 plus c. Now, however, we are not integrating, yung original integral natin is not in terms of theta. So, kailangan natin ibalik ulit from theta to x. No? So, ano ba yung substitution natin kanina? Diba, x is equal to tangent theta. Diba, yan yung substitution na ginamit natin kanina. So, kunin lang natin yung arctangent. Theta is equal to arctangent ng x. Diba? So, yun yung ilalagay natin ngayon dito. So, we will have sine ng arctangent ng x, no? Minus sine cube ng arctangent ng x over 3 plus c. Okay, obviously, this is not yet simplified, so we still need to simplify using our infamous triangle, no? So, gamit tayo ng triangle or triangle. Ayan. Okay? So, kunwari triangle yan, ano? Ayan. So, this is our angle, no? So, obviously, we have tangent is equal to, ito, no? Yung x is equal to tangent theta natin. Yan din yung tangent theta is equal to x. What is the denominator of x? Sige nga, isipin nyo nga, what's the denominator of x? Diba? Lahat ng whole number natin is always have the denominator of 1. Diba? So we can safely say that x over 1 is equal to tangent theta. And using that, this x over 1, malalaman natin ano yung hypotenuse at saka, yung adjacent at yung opposite. Kasi diba, so katawa, tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, ano yung opposite natin? Obviously, yung x. So, ilalagay ko yung x dito. Then, yung adjacent natin is yung 1. Ayan. So, what is the hypotenuse? So, we have c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Diba? Then, x squared plus 1 is equal to c squared. Kunin natin yung square root, no? So, ano yung hypotenuse natin ngayon? We have square root ng x squared plus 1. Okay, so yan ngayon yung gagamitin natin to identify what is sine theta. Kasi sine theta to, di ba? Remember? Ayan, sine theta yan. Ayan. So, gagamitin natin to ngayon. So, for sine, di ba? That is opposite over hypotenuse. So, x over square root of x squared plus 1. So, yun na yun ipapalit natin, no? So, talagay ko dito, no, for reference. Sine theta is equal to, diba? Opposite over hypotenuse. So, this is equal to x over square root ng x squared plus 1. No? Ayan. So, we will have x over square root ng x squared plus 1 minus 1/3, di ba? 1/3 sine cube theta tayo kanina times x cube over square root ng x squared plus 1 cube. Di ba? Yun yung katumbas ng sine cube theta natin plus c. Okay, so simplify na lang natin ano ba yung common factor dito sa kanila. Ito, di ba yung x over square root ng x squared plus 1. So we will have, our final answer is x over square root ng x squared plus 1 times, hindi pala ako nakaputi, no? Ayan. So, ayusin ko lang. Ayan. Then, minus, rather times, 1 minus 1/3 ng, alin? X squared over x squared plus 1 plus c. Bakit naging ito na lang yung denominator? Remember, di ba? Yung ating x squared plus 1 cube, di ba this is equivalent to square root ng x squared plus 1 squared times square root ng x squared plus 1. Ito yung finactor out natin kanina. Ito yan. Diba? So, ano naiwan? Ito na lang. Yung square root ng x squared plus 1 quantity squared. And kapag may ganito tayo, diba? Square root ng squared. So, makakancel yung ating square root. Kaya ito na lang yung naiwan. Okay? So, burahin ko lang yung mga markings ko, no? Ayan. So, ito yung ating final answer. Okay? So, burahin ko na rin itong ilalim, no? Para hindi panggulo. Ayan. So, that's it, no? So, that's for trigonometric substitutions. I hope you guys learned something. So, stay tuned for the next lessons, no? There's a lot of lessons coming through, no? For integral calculus. And I hope you guys stay safe and God bless.